this is the view from the window. All the houses are traditional. Here is written the first hotel in Samnaun that was built in 1855. I will be starting now to cook that it doesn't get too late. Good morning from Samnaun, from Switzerland. I woke up 1 hour ago. I had a little breakfast, tea, and now I'm heading out. I don't know exactly where I'm going. I know the direction. My sister told me that there is a nice area with a waterfall. I'm going to ask some neighbors, anyone that I will see on the street. It must be about 10, 15, 20 minutes away from here. I don't know. There are 18 Celsius degrees outside. I have a pullover with me. I have very good shoes for climbing. I hope it's not too high up. So yeah, this is the view from the window. There is a nice spring to the left. Most of the house owners here are farmers. The only unpleasant thing having so many farms around is that there are many flies everywhere everywhere in the kitchen, in my room. Wow. There is an invasion of flies. So today I'm thinking to also look for a spray. I'm not a big fan of using sprays that are toxic, but it's hard to keep up with the number of the flies, especially when I'm cooking. It's not pleasant. That's the kitchen, and right in front of the kitchen there is the stall. You see the waste is right in front of the window. Yeah. There is a strong smell. The smell, I kind of like it. It smells like nature, but you can't really avoid the flies. Rosie is already outside. She's confusing me with my sister. I'm going to leave the door open because she has to get back in, not to follow me. You stay at home, yes? It's so sunny, and I appreciate so much the sunglasses that Christina gave me. They're perfect. Let's go to discover the waterfall. That's the place where I'm staying. The bus is stopping right here. Very practical. All the houses are traditional, built over 100 years ago. Some houses are little guest houses, hotels, for example this one. I don't know how they manage the flies situation and the smell. Alpine, that's another one. This house was built in 1748 and renovated in 1982. Here the village is ending, or part of the village. The panorama is spectacular. I will be going on this path. I can hear the river down. It's flowing with so much force because the snow continues to melt. That's such a nice detail that I appreciate. There is a bench in the middle of nowhere and a garbage bin. So if you want to have a picnic, if you want to serve breakfast, lunch, dinner, you can throw all the food rests here. I don't want to make comparisons to other places. It's not fair, but I appreciate the care for the nature, first of all. I'm taking a little break on the bench. There is shadow. It is a little bit too warm in the sun. It's good. It's good that it's warm because in the night it's getting a little bit too cold. This is new here. Some information about the village, about the area. Picnic. Harvesting or harvest time. I'm walking since 15 minutes. Honestly, I don't mind if I won't find a waterfall because look at this postcard views. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. And I'm going to spend some time here. The road is very good. It's well maintained. It's flat. There are no holes, and you simply feel embraced by the nature. Another reminder of being in Switzerland. There is an open air storage for wood. Sure, it's private. And people are respecting it. Nobody is taking them. They are safe here. The first guest house in Samnaun. I'm looking to see if it's written any year. There are more years mentioned. It's a long list. Starting with 1747, continuing to 1823, 1824, 1861. Gasthaus Mutzler, drittes Gasthaus in Samnaun-Dorf. The third guest house in Samnaun-Dorf. And there it is. Pension Soldanella. And it continues. Wirtschaft zur Mühle. Erstes Wirtshaus in Larette. Larette is not exactly in our area. Some minutes, it's not far, some minutes away. Ah, and there it is. My sister's, let's say, former house. My nephew's house. He lives here. The church is right beside Pizzurezza. I'm going to ask Mauro when the house was built. His parents run the guest house. I discovered some cutlery, some plates from those times. I'm actually eating out of them. They are so well made. Here is written the first hotel in Samnaun that was built in 1855, approximately 170 years ago. Amazing. A gentleman noted his impressions about staying here in Pizzurezza. He wrote in 1886, im Gasthaus Pizzurezza von Serafin Kleinstein logierten wir uns ein. Friedrich Käser wrote about his his vacation in 1886 in Pizzurezza guest house run by Serafin Kleinstein. We stayed over such a friendly little room with light windows, so meaning filled with natural light, clean, good bed, simple but pretty furniture. Our vacation opened with dinner. The stay per day costed 3.5 francs, and if you wanted half a liter of wine from Tyrol, you had to pay 0.5 francs, so 50 cents. What a delicate rosé, powdery, so beautiful. The colors are striking. the middle of the nature are featured some photographs by Elvis Prince. He was born here in this region. He's very passionate about wild photography. He writes here that he's traveling kilometers, distances of kilometers, to be able to capture those animals in their habitat. He's trying his best not to disturb them, not to make any noise, not to stress anyone. He's traveling to Tyrol and Engadin here in Switzerland. And yeah, he writes that he was born here. He's passionate since he was a little boy. And whoever is interested in his photography can contact him. He's thanking us and sends us his best regards. Here is Alex Heiss. He's also a wildlife and nature photographer. He owns a hotel here, he says. And yeah, beautiful, beautiful photographs as well. How sweet, sweet, sweet. The snow rooster in November. Gorgeous. It's going to take a while to process what I've seen today. I've spent here a couple of hours. I will come back. But now is the time to go to the grocery store because I need a few things for lunch and the spray against the flies. There are many also here. So I will be descending. I think I walked for about 1.5–2 kilometers. You see there are flies also here from the hay. And yeah, so I will be going now through the village. The supermarket is not far, it's a small one, but I will find everything I will need. So yeah, I will get back. By the way, I met some people on the way. They were so friendly and they told me that there is no waterfall here. There are some on the other side of Samnaun. It's quite a distance. I don't know if I will be doing it on this vacation now, but it's good to know that there is no waterfall here. I can see our house from here. I took a nap soon after I came back from my walk and from the supermarket. I slept, I guess, for 2 hours. It's almost 7 p.m. The sun is still shining. I felt so tired from this fresh, strong mountain air. Now I'm sitting in the dining room. Next to the dining room is the kitchen, and I so much like the fact that it's filled with vintage utensils, so cooking utensils, plates, glasses, cutlery, 80, 100 years old. I cook better, the food is tasting better. For today I'm planning to cook pasta. I like Barilla number 5 spaghetti. From the supermarket I got tomatoes, champignons, zucchini, some peppers. I also have some tomato sauce. It's the second time this week that I've been cooking spaghetti. Otherwise, I like to do pies with mountain cheese, cheese made here in Samnaun. I love those pies. I'm also doing crepes, savory or sweet crepes. I'm trying not to use the oven because it's electrical and it might take ages to heat up. Also the plates, the cooking plates take quite longer to heat up. So that will be the dinner. For lunch I cooked crepes, and after dinner I will be organizing my program for tomorrow. I wanted to go to Tirano. I have a special card for buses and trains and it includes Tirano. I had a look on the app, on the local app, and I would need 5 hours to reach Tirano. I would have stayed one night there. Tirano is the Italian part of South Tyrol. It must be gorgeous, beautiful, but this card is not including the day after tomorrow, so only one day. I should have taken a different card, a 5-day card for example, because the way back would be way too expensive, more expensive than the hotel room itself, and it would add up to my budget. So I think I will be going to Davos. I'm going to calculate the times. It should not be too far. I think only 2.5 hours from here. Otherwise, I love being here. I love staying here. I've been coming here for 20 years now, and my sister is happy that I enjoy my time here. For her, it's a little bit too boring. I love nature, I love peace, quiet. By the way, I'm getting so many emails. Not everybody knows that I'm here, that I'm in my summer holidays. I'm trying to detach as much as possible from my work, from the emails, from being in contact with people. Anyway, my phone is on flight mode because Switzerland is not in the European Union, and the costs are insane if you leave the house or if you make phone calls. Here I have internet. In some buses and trains you get internet connection, but otherwise I try to keep the phone as much as possible on flight mode. So I will start now to cook. By the way, I think I will be adding some onion because Mauro likes onions. I'm not eating onions or garlic since 1 year. I'm going to check what he has there in the kitchen. So I will be starting now to cook that it doesn't get too late. I love this dough roller. It's heavy and vintage. It's old. This part broke, but it's still very good to use.